It's painful to watch what's happening on social media regarding the topic of marriage. When you see people getting divorced in real time and some people are cheering, people are so focused on who did what, who filed first, why it happened, and even better, they want to know what the other woman looks like. We're so caught up in other people's lives that it's hard to watch. What's really crazy to me is how engaged people are in someone else's divorce. I sit back and I think, what has humanity come to? For me, when I see two people getting divorced, my first thought isn't entertainment. My first thought is prayer, especially when kids are involved. This is a painful, serious moment in people's lives. Jesus said in Matthew 19:46, "Have you not read that he who created them from the beginning made them male and female? Therefore, what God has joined together, let no man separate." That's the essence of marriage. Marriage was and is initiated by God. It's not a casual agreement between two people. What God joins together, humans do not have the authority to undo. Then in Matthew 19:8, Jesus says, "Because of your hardness of heart, Moses allowed you to divorce your wives. But from the beginning, it was not so." Divorce is a horrible thing. It's a painful thing. But somehow we've become desensitized to it, especially when we watch famous people go through it. Jesus makes it clear that divorce was never a part of God's original plan. It was permitted because of human rebellion and the hardness of hearts. But from the beginning, marriage was meant to stay intact as a covenant before God. What happened to loving your wife? What happened to for better or for worse, in sickness and in health, for richer or for poorer, through thick and through thin? That's why I thank God for what He did before my wife and I got married. We were 22, 23. We went to our pastor and said, we love each other and we want to get married. God spoke to us and He said it was time. Our pastor had one request before he married us. He said, "I need you to go to marriage counseling." We agreed. We were willing to do whatever it took to be married. During one of those counseling sessions, the marriage counselor looked at me straight in my face and he said something that changed my life. It changed how I viewed my wife, it changed how I viewed God, and it changed how I viewed marriage. He said, "One day you're going to stand before God and He's going to ask you, 'What did you do with my daughter?'" That question shook me to my core. I realized that yes, I was marrying this beautiful woman, and yes, she was going to be my wife, but ultimately she belongs to God. She is His daughter. I'm just borrowing her for a time. I am responsible to provide for her, to cover her, to protect her, and I will eventually have to give an account for how I treated her, how I led her, and how faithfully I honored the trust of our marriage. Marriage is not just between a husband and a wife, it's a covenant between a husband, a wife, and God. Your wife is not your possession. She is not for you to beat on, to cheat on, to disrespect or mistreat, based on how you feel at the moment or during that day. Your wife is a loan from God. God entrusted her to you, and you are called to be a faithful steward of that responsibility.